Good morning, children. How are you? Hope you are all fine and safe at your homes, taking out all the precautions, having a healthy diet. Now, if we talk about the last week, we have finished with chapter 4, sorting materials into groups. Now, today we will start with the new chapter, which is chapter number 5. Now, before we start with the chapter, let me ask you some questions. When you go to market or when your mother comes from the market, she gets lot of vegetables, fruits, everything, whatever eatables. So when she comes back, what does she do? क्या करती हैं? Generally she takes out things and sort them. ठीक है, उनको अलग अलग कर लेती हैं. She separates eatables from non eatables. Then suppose she has got onion, coriander leaves, dhania and lemon together. Then what she does, she just keeps all the lemon separately, and then she takes out coriander, she separates them and keeps them in different packet or in different box, whatever. And if she has got potatoes, she will keep it separately. So in all these things, what she is doing, she is separating them out. Now suppose the next day she makes a pulao, and in vegetable pulao you have peas, you have beans, you have paneer, and you have carrots in them. Now if you start to take it, and suppose you don't like beans, what do? You pick them up and separate it. Though it is healthy to eat, but sometimes if you are not if you do not want to take that material, you just pick it up and separate it. Now in your homes also, you must have seen that your mother is taking out butter from the curd. She is separating butter from the curd. Then if she has to cook some dal, she will take that dal or rice grains in a plate, and then she will separate some peppers. Sometimes it might be peppers, it might be having some stalks of and it might have some different type of grain. It suppose she is about to make rice and she finds 3-4 wheat grains in it. Obviously she will not put, though it is also eatable, wheat grains are also eatable, but with rice she will not like to put those wheat grains to come with rice. So what she will do, she will separate it. Now though eatable, she just separated it. Now she is making tea. Then she will do, she will separate tea from the tea leaves, which nobody would like to have in their tea. So if you think of all these things, all these activities, she is separating things which are sometime wanted or which are sometime not wanted. It is not that the things which we do not want, we separate them. Those also, sometimes when two useful components are mixed, we also separate them to get two different things from a same thing. So in all these activities, she is separating different substances. Now, so this time chapter 5 deals with the separation of substances. So now the chapter 5 is separation of substances. In this chapter, we would be learning about different techniques of separation, how different things are separated, and let us see one by one what different steps and what different techniques are there to separate. Now, first of all, there is a table given in your book. I would just go through that table and then we will decide what is the purpose of separation. So open your books on, go to page number 36. There is a table number 5.1. Why do we separate substances? So what is the purpose of separating substances? Now I will cite some examples and then we will decide what is the purpose of separating substances. Now first I will write, when you see your mother separating stones or some stalks from the rice. separating stones from rice grains. Now, second is separating tea leaves. Third is churning milk. Churning milk to get butter. Chaliye. So we have taken these three examples. Now separating stones from rice grains. What we are doing here? Separating stones from rice grains. We do not need stones, obviously. So in this case we are separating impurities. Impurities or harmful substance. If the stones come with the rice, they are harmful to us. So in first case, separating stones from the rice grains, we are removing impurities or harmful substances from the main substance. Now separate tea leaves. In this case also, we do not want tea leaves to come along with our tea. That is why we are separating tea leaves. So tea leaves are unwanted. So unwanted substance we are separating to get rid of unwanted substance, which is tea leaves. Now churning milk to get butter. Now when you set curd or when you churn milk to get butter, you have seen or you must be knowing that we get two things. One is butter and second is buttermilk. So in this case we are getting butter and then is the buttermilk. So both of these substances, they are useful to us. So see, we have churned milk, which is a single thing, but after churning we are getting butter as well as we are getting buttermilk. So after separating them we are getting two useful components. We are getting two useful components. So from this what do we conclude? हमें क्या पता चलता है इन दोनों इस the things which we have I have written और ये हमने जो चार्ट बनाया है, इससे हमें क्या पता चलता है? इससे हमें पता चलता है what is the purpose of separation. Separation का क्या purpose है? What is the advantage of separation? Why do we separate things? This is also like why do we separate things? So after going through this table, why do we separate things? Now we separate things first to get rid of unwanted substances. As in case of when we separate stones from the rice grains, we do not want stones in them. We do not want any stalk, any type of leaf or any type of dead insect to come along with the rice. So to get rid of unwanted things, जो हमें नहीं चाहिए होती या जो हमारे लिए harmful होती हैं, हमें उनको अलग करने के लिए we need to separate them out. So we can write we separate things to get rid of. Get rid of मतलब जब हम किसी चीज से छुटकारा पाना. Get rid of unwanted material. This is one. And second reason of separation. Now if we look at example 3, we are churning milk to get butter and buttermilk. So second purpose of separation is to get two useful components. Suppose we have one, we might get two different useful components. So second is to get or to like we separate to get two useful components. इसका एक और एग्जाम्पल, वेरी कॉमन एग्जाम्पल आई वुड लाइक टू गिव. मान लीजिए आपका रेत में चीनी गिर जाती है, तो उसमें यू विल नॉट लाइक दैट सैंड शुड कम अलॉन्ग विद योर शुगर, तो द सैंड बिकम्स अनवांटेड। ठीक है, शुगर आपकी वांटेड हो गई, वो आपने सेपरेट कर ली। तो सैंड और शुगर में वी विल सेपरेट द मिक्सचर टू गेट rid of unwanted substance which is sand. Now if by chance sugar mixes with salt, both of them are useful but somehow they have got mixed, so in that case what will you write? We will use our second point to get two useful components. ठीक है, बाई चांस दो चीजें आपकी जो यूजफुल कंपोनेंट्स हैं वो दोनों मिक्स हो गए, तो आपको उनको सेपरेट भी करना ही पड़ेगा। तो दैट इज व्हाई दीज आर द two advantage of or two reasons why do we separate things. First, to get rid of unwanted material or unwanted substance, and second, to get two useful components, two different useful components. So now moving further, so we have finished with introduction. We have talked about the purpose of separation. Now in further lesson we will talk about different techniques of separation. So what are the different ways, what are the different techniques, what are the different methods to separate different type of things? Methods of separation. Now as we have talked earlier, first example में हम imagine करते हैं your mother has made vegetable pulao and it has lots of vegetables. Out of those vegetables you do not want to have beans. So what will you do? You will just pick the beans and put them separately. What will you do? You will pick one by one with your hands and then you will just keep them separately. ऐसा होता है, ठीक है। अब you must have seen your mother getting a plate of rice and then she separates out, she keeps stones or she throws them. अगर stone उसमें है तो उसको फेंक देंगी. If some leaf or unwanted stalk or some unwanted other grain is mixed with the rice grains, she will just pick up that and throw it. ठीक है, तो इसमें दोनों केसेस में आप क्या कर रहे हैं? You are just identifying the unwanted substance or material and you are picking it and putting them or throwing them away. ठीक है, so this is a technique where you are using your hands, picking them up and just separating them out. So this, the first technique which is very common to separate different substances is the hand picking. So hand picking. So what is hand picking? Hand picking is a method of separation in which you pick the unwanted substances with your hands and keep them separately. So it is a process where you separate unwanted substances with your hands and keep them separately. तो that is hand picking. आप अपने हाथ को इस्तेमाल करके उसको पिक कर रहे हैं and then you are throwing it. तो that is hand picking. It is the most common method used. अब मान लीजिए आपकी मदर ने एक प्लेट में राइस लिए थे and she was hand picking the unwanted materials from it, maybe stones, maybe a stalk or maybe leaf or some dead insect. Now if she has a sack of rice, लेट अस से 10 किलो का चावल का वो है, तो विल शी बी हैंड पिकिंग इट? नो, आई थिंक उसमें ये मुश्किल हो जाएगा. तो हैंड पिकिंग में हम क्या रखते हैं? वी ऑल्सो कंसीडर द क्वांटिटी ऑफ द सब्सटेंस इन विच वी आर हैंड पिकिंग थिंग्स. ठीक है, तो हैंड पिकिंग में बहुत ज़्यादा अगर क्वांटिटी होगी देन इट बिकम्स इम्पॉसिबल टू सेपरेट द अनवांटेड थिंग्स बाय पिकिंग विद योर hands. So this thing you have to remember. Now first technique is hand picking. Now we move to the second technique. हैंड पिकिंग के अलावा मान लीजिए यू मस्ट हैव विजिटेड द फील्ड्स, आप कभी खेतों में गए हो, तो वहां पे क्या होता है, द फार्मर्स आफ्टर द क्रॉप हैज बीन राइपन एंड हार्वेस्टेड, जब वो फसल आपकी बन चुकी होती है, पक चुकी होती है, और उसको हार्वेस्ट करके थोड़े दिनों के लिए बंडल्स में बांध के खेतों में सुखाया जाता है, ज्यादा दिनों तक उसको रखा जाता है, सो दैट इट गेट्स ड्राइड कंप्लीटली, एंड आफ्टर दैट द फार्मर्स व्हाट डू, they take out the grains from that. So is it possible to take out grains by simply hand picking them? आप एक स्टॉक में मान लीजिए, if I draw this, आपके पास wheat का है, तो जनरली हम क्या देखते हैं, wheat के इस तरीके से लगे होते हैं, तो दिस इज अ स्टॉक ऑफ अ wheat, और ऐसे हजारों स्टॉक्स पड़े हुए होते हैं, दिस इज अ सिंगल स्टॉक, तो आप इनमें से एवरी दिस थिंग बियर्स अ व्हीट ग्रेन, तो इज इट पॉसिबल के खेत में जाके किसान आप एक एक दाना उन स्टॉक्स में से निकालें? नो, इट इज नेक्स्ट टू इम्पॉसिबल, इट विल टेक ईयर्स टू जस्ट फिनिश अ किलो ऑफ द स्टॉक, ऐसा पॉसिबल ही नहीं है। तो इन दैट केस what do they do? फार्मर्स क्या करते हैं, they make them small bundles, small stocks के छोटे छोटे बंडल्स बना लेते हैं, and they start to throw these bundles, और they आप क्या बोलेंगे इनको, बड़े से एक पत्थर पे they just उनको पीटना शुरू कर देते हैं, बंडल्स को बांधते हैं, और they just start to beat those bundles on the platform, stone platform. तो बार बार जब ये पूरा बंडल्स के साथ स्टॉक्स उस पर बार बार लगता है, they keep on repeating the process, उसको बार बार बंडल को मारते रहते हैं, the dried grains they come out, dried grains जो होते हैं वो इससे सेपरेट हो जाते हैं, these are the grains. So this method is known as threshing. So this method of separation of grains from the stalks by beating the stalks repeatedly is known as threshing. I will just read from your book. The process that is used to separate grain from the stalks, etc., is known as threshing. And what is the process? In this process, the stalks are beaten to free the grain seeds. So sometimes threshing is done with the help of bullocks, and machines are also used to thresh large quantities of grains. तो आपने ये देखा, सेकेंड प्रोसेस में हमने क्या पढ़ा, it is written on your books. Threshing is a process in which the stalks with grains is continuously beaten to separate the grains from the stalk. So threshing is a process of separating grains from the stalk by continuously beating it. So this will complete with your definition. I will just write threshing. It is a process of separating. It is a process of separating grains from the stalks by beating the stalks. चलिए, तो this is the second process of second method of separation. First was hand picking, और हैंड पिकिंग के बाद जिसमें हम हाथ से एक एक चीज उठा के अलग करते हैं. सेकेंड इज थ्रेशिंग, जहां पे इट इज अ प्रोसेस ऑफ सेपरेटिंग ग्रेन्स फ्रॉम द स्टॉक्स बाय बीटिंग द स्टॉक्स कॉन्टिन्यूअसली. तो दिस वाज द सेकेंड मेथड. नाउ मूविंग फर्दर, थर्ड मेथड. चलिए, Now, if you have visited some fields, or if you have visited villages, you must have seen some ladies or gents. Mostly the village people, village folk, they have some basket type of thing on their heads, and they are standing, and they just they are like they stand in front of the wind, and they are separating grains from the lighter material which is husk. जैसे जो ग्रेन्स होते हैं आपके गेहूं के, चावल के, उसके ऊपर एक पत्ती सी कवरिंग होती है जिसको हम हस्क कहते हैं, हस्क कहते हैं। तो आपने ये देखा होगा कि वो बड़े बड़े उसमें प्लेट्स में लेके उसको खड़े हो जाते हैं और उसको हवा में ऐसे करते हैं, और जो हस्क होता है वो हवा के साथ उड़ जाता है, और जो ग्रेन्स होते हैं वो सेपरेट होके नीचे जमीन पे गिर जाते हैं। तो दिस प्रोसेस इज नोन एज विनोइंग। तो विनोइंग इज अ प्रोसेस इन विच the lighter component and the heavier components are separated। बड़े और छोटे की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, साइज की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन दी वेट। जो लाइटर कंपोनेंट होता है, बिकॉज the wind blows and the lighter component out of the tube, it goes away with the wind and falls at a larger distance, covers a larger distance, एंड वहां पे उसका एक अलग से एक ढेर इकट्ठा हो जाता है, क्योंकि वो हवा के साथ बह के थोड़ा सा दूर चला जाता है, और वहां पे हीप इज फॉर्म्ड ऑफ द लाइटर मटेरियल। एंड द हेवियर ग्रेन्स, they just fall directly on the ground, and where you are standing they just fell near your feet। तो वो heavy होने के कारण they do not move along the wind, and they just fell directly to the ground, and the lighter husk which is taken by the wind, it blows with the wind, and after some time it just falls on the ground, and the distance between the two is like we can have two heaps, one with the grain and other with the lighter husk which has been already blown by the wind। So this process of separation of lighter component from the heavier component is known as winnowing with the help of air। एयर, हवा की हमें इसमें जरूरत होती है, विंड की या हवा थोड़ी सी तेज चले तो प्रोसेस अच्छा होता है, और उसमें लाइटर कंपोनेंट आपका हवा के साथ थोड़ा ज्यादा आगे जाके इकट्ठा हो जाता है, और जो हैवियर कंपोनेंट होता है इट जस्ट फॉल्स देयर ओनली। सो थर्ड मेथड इज विनोइंग। Third method of separation is winnowing। Now let us see what is written in your books। हाँ जी, winnowing is a method of separating components of a mixture and where heavier components and lighter components are separated by blowing air। So, अगर हवा आपकी तेज चल रही होती है तो जो लाइटर कंपोनेंट होता है और हैवियर कंपोनेंट को सेपरेट करने का ये प्रोसेस है with the help of air, depending upon the lightness and the heaviness of the components, the components get separated। So winnowing is used to separate heavier and lighter components of a mixture by wind और by blowing air। अगर नेचुरल हवा नहीं चल रही होती है तो आर्टिफिशियली भी कई बार खेतों में बड़े पंखे लगा दिए जाते हैं, और वो हवा तेज जब चल रही होती है तो उसको लेके खड़े हो जाते हैं, और लाइटर कंपोनेंट जो हस्क होता है वो अलग से थोड़ा सा हवा के साथ उड़ के दूर जाके गिर जाता है, उसका एक अलग से ढेर और हीप तैयार हो जाता है, और जो ग्रेन्स होते हैं बीइंग हेवियर दे जस्ट फॉल एंड दे सेपरेट ऑटोमेटिकली on the basis of lightness and heaviness। but by blowing air, कंडीशन है इसमें, लाइटर और heavier components को separate करते हैं with the help of wind और by blowing air। ठीक है, वो आर्टिफिशियली आपको ब्लो करनी पड़ती है, देन you can easily separate heavy component from the lighter component। तो this is based on the heaviness, on the weight of the components। तो इसमें हम वेट के हिसाब से दो कंपोनेंट्स को सेपरेट कर सकते हैं। एग्जाम्पल इज ग्रेन्स फ्रॉम द हस्क। तो विनोइंग का एग्जाम्पल है ग्रेन फ्रॉम द हस्क। सो आई विल जस्ट रिपीट। We were talking about the method of separation। 3 methods of separation we have already done। हैंड पिकिंग, जिसमें हाथ का इस्तेमाल करके हम एक एक चीज को देखते हैं और उसको सेपरेट कर देते हैं। Then threshing, it is a process of separating grains from the stalks by beating the stalks। And then we have winnowing, where by blowing air, lighter and heavier components get separated. So today we have finished three methods of separation. Now please go through your books, study them. More examples are given in your books that will help you better to understand. Thank you.